Hey guys, welcome to special episode of Toprank Global channel. Today I'm going to introduce you to this special vehicle, which is the Nissan Skyline GTR R33 400R. I'm going to talk you in-depth feature about this car. I'm going to talk you about how we purchased this car from the beginning and the concept behind it, also exterior and interior and a chassis. And you get to hear this magnificent RBX GT2 engine, so stick around. This specific car is built number 6 out of 44 known example of 400R. Until recently, it was unknown vehicle, which means nobody knew what brake number it was. Nobody knew what kind of color it was. Nobody knew anything about the vehicle other than this car. They know that it exists, but they haven't known until recently we purchased directly from a previous owner. So let's talk about the history and very specifications of what 400R was. Back in 1995, when this car was launched, NISMO wanted to announce special vehicle for both S14 and R33 GTR, which they both wasn't came out at the time. Around the 1995, they started to work on this 400R project, and the concept was called a Suge GTR, which means it's awesome GTR. They not only take this car onto multiple tracks all across Japan, also they took this car to one of the very well-known mountain roads called Hakone Togeis. This car not only tested around the tracks such as Tsukuba, also they were driving all around Japan, dial in the suspension and make sure this car was perfect shape. So we have a very special 400R front bumper right here with a very special aero form of a two-piece type, which is the front lip with the bumper itself. We have a very different duct right here. This is for a oil cooler, which this car particular has. The air goes through here, it hits the oil cooler, and the rest of the air flows from here. And then right next to it, we have one of the most iconic NISMO wheels, the LMGT1 wheels. This wheel is a 3-piece forged alloy with a 18 by 10 inches of width of a beefy wheel. Fun fact, R33's original wheel was a 17-inch. So the fact that this car uses 18-inch with 10J of width, that's a very wide tire considering back in 1995, most of the cars were running on 15s and 16s. So this is one of the most eye-catching feature about the 400R, which is the carbon fiber roof, specifically made for 400R. The shape kind of really resembles of a Le Mans running R33 GTR LM, but it has a duct similar to ones that you see on the R34 Z-Tune. Obviously, air flows from the grill and shoots up the hot air from this duct. Also, we have two of the ducts right on both driver and the passenger side, which goes better with the airflow too. And this is at the time, most advanced carbon fiber composite hood. So come look at the side. We have a 400R special over fenders and a NISMO side skirts. And we have a rear over fender as well. And the wheels are both same size, 18 by 10s. And we have a very iconic NISMO bumper. And another eye-pronouncing feature about this car, the 400R's original dual carbon adjustable wing with a 400R decals right on the side. Very nice titanium exhaust system, which is only for 400R. And the iconic 400R emblem. You guys waited for it. I'm gonna show you the engine. The all infamous This is the iconic R33 400R's engine, which is called a RBX GT2. So RBX stands for a 2.8 liter cold that was used in Nissan or the Reinik at the time. GT2, and people are wondering, why GT2, not GT1? So they chose GT2 name because in the future, down the road, at the concept standpoint, they were thinking about making a 500R version. So that 500R version will use the GT1 name, so they left the GT2 as a brother vehicle for a 400R. And a little bit of fun fact about this car is the engine itself is bore and stroke to 2.8 liters, similar ones that was used in Le Mans race cars during the 1995 and 1996 era. But the camshaft itself was almost identical, if not the identical camshaft that was used in a production vehicle of R33 GTR. In order to achieve the emissions and the same gas mileage testings during the 1995 period, they had to use a OEM camshaft that was used in R33 GTR production model. Come look at the NISMO and K&N intake, which sounds very nice, and the most eye-pronouncing, a NISMO titanium strut bar, which cost, you guessed it, more than $10,000 right now. Okay, so let's hear this magnificent RBX GT2 engine. 오네가이시마스. Yes, the lovely RBX GT2 engine with this titanium exhaust. Yeah, best sounding car ever. Let's talk about the interior of the vehicle. We have a 400R special steering wheel as well as a 400R special bucket seat with a NISMO stitching all across. And this car was an option for a gauge clusters that you see on a vehicle, and we have a very special 400R owner's manual. So, how do you guys think about 400R? So, when this car was officially launched around 1996, it was almost at the same time as the entire Japanese tuner cult opened up. So, this car was basically influenced all the other tuners to build this car, a similar vehicle, and beat the 400R. Like all the capacity upgrades, the bigger turbos, bigger fuel injectors, bigger camshafts. This was the openings of a tuner cult that we all love when it happened in 1996 and so on. So I guess this car is it's special icon for not only for all the JDM legends, but also for tuning legends. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Mata ne. Bye bye.